Hello students, in previous lecture we have seen the theorem if a and b be any two integers and n belongs to set of natural number, then a and b modulo a congruous to b modulo n if and only if a and b leave the same remainder when divided by n. So we have proved in previous lecture. Now in this lecture we will see residue classes modulo n. So let's see residue classes. Modulo so let's see the definition. For a belongs to set of integers, then the set a bar, which is residue class of a, which is equal to set of all those x belongs to set of integers such that x congruous to a modulo n is called congruence class of modulo n, is called the congruent class of a modulo n, congruent class of a modulo n, or the residue class of a modulo n are called residue class of a modulo n, or it means we say that it is congruent class of modulo n or residue class of a modulo n. So thus residue class of a is the set of all integers which are congruent to a modulo n. So for example, for a belongs to set of integers, then we have equal residue class of a modulo n, which is a bar, equivalence class of a. So sorry, this is not even class here, the residue class of a modulo n. So residue class of a modulo n, which is nothing but definition: x belongs to set of integers such that x congruous to a modulo n. Then by using definition of modulo, so what will we get? Using definition, x belongs to set of integers such that the definition by using congruence, so n divides x minus a. This is the definition of congruence. So here n divides x minus a. Then by using definition of divisibility, what will we get? X belongs to set of integers such that if n divides x minus a, then we say that x minus is equal to n into some k. So x minus a is equal to n into some k. So k belongs to, for some k belongs to set of integers. For some k belongs to set of integers, right? So here minus a on left side, so I will take on right hand side. So we will get x belongs to set of integers such that x is equal to a plus nk for k belongs to set of integers. So this is the residue class of a modulo n, which is nothing but x is equal to a plus nk, right? So if we apply division algorithm between a and n, then what will we get? So here if we apply division algorithm to a and n, then there exist unique integers q and r such that how to exist. Here we have applied on a and n. So a is equal to what will we get? nq plus r, where condition on r is 0 less than equal to r, which is strictly less than n. So thus r is the least positive remainder when divided by a and when divided by n, and q is the quotient. So that is, therefore here r is least positive remainder when a is divided by n. when a is divided by n. So r is the least positive integer. So this is nothing but equation number 2, and this is nothing but equation number 1. So using, so a has value n cube plus r, and here x is equal to a plus n cube. So using equation 2 in equation 1, so what will we get? Using equation 2 in 1, we will get a bar. So this is nothing but a bar is equal to x belongs to set of integers such that x is equal to, so a has value n cube plus r plus n into k. So here q, r and k are belongs to set of integers. So here q, z, here q, k belongs to set of integers. So I will take n as a common between these two. So we will get x belongs to set of integers such that x is equal to, so r plus take n common, so in bracket q plus k. So here q, k belongs to set of integer, then their addition also belongs to set of integer. Q plus k also belongs to set of integers. So I will write it as, so here x belongs to z such that x is equal to r plus, I will write this is n into k dash, for k dash is equal to q plus k. So here k dash belongs to set of integers. From this shows that, so r is least positive integers, right? And if a belongs to set of integers, we have given a belongs to set of integer, and r is least positive integer obtained by dividing a by n, then so we will get a bar. So here this shows that if a belongs to set of integer and r is least positive integer obtained by dividing a by n, then what will we get? So a bar is equal to, so here nb modulo n operation, k bar belongs to set of integer, right? Then so k varies from set of integer, then what will be the value of x? So a bar is equal to, so x belongs to set of integer such that r plus nk, and k belongs to set of integer, so I will vary k. So we will get, so here if I put k is equal to 0, then we will get only r, right? If I put k is equal to -1, then we will get r minus n. If we will put k is equal to -2, then we will get r minus 2n. And here if I put k dash is equal to 1, then we will get r plus n. If k dash is equal to 2, then we will get r plus 2n, and so on. So this is equation number 3. So this is the residue class of a modulo n. So r total there are, so elements like this, r minus 2n, r minus n, r plus n, r plus 2n, and so on. So in particular let n is equal to 5 and a is equal to 2, which means a equivalence residue class of 2 modulo n. So to find out residue class of 2 modulo n, then by definition, so this is definition number 3, equation number 3, which is definition. So to find out, so here n is 5, to find out equivalence residue class of 2 modulo 5, so 2 bar is equal to, so set of all x belongs to set of integers such that by using definition 2 bar means here x congruous to 2 modulo 5, right? So which is nothing but x belongs to set of integers such that by using definition of congruence, so we will get 5 divides x minus 2, right? So which is equal to x belongs to set of integers such that, so 5 divides x minus 2, then by the definition of divisibility, x minus 2 is equal to 5 into k for k belongs to set of integers, right? So here minus 2 is on left side, so I will take right hand side. So we will get x belongs to set of integers such that x is equal to 2 plus 5 into k. So k belongs to set of integer. So varying k from set of integer, then we will get the set of values of x belongs to set of integer. So equivalence, sorry, residue class of 2 modulo n is nothing but, so varying value of k from set of integers. Suppose if I put k is equal to 0, then we will get value 2. If k is equal to 1, then 5 plus 2 7. If k is equal to 2, 5 into 2 7, or I will write like this, suppose dot dot dot. So I will put k is equal to, suppose minus 2, then 2 plus 5 into minus 2. If put k is equal to minus 1, 2 plus 5 into minus 1. Now 2 plus 5 into next 0, 2 plus 5 into 1, next 2 plus 5 into 2, and so on. This is the residue class of 2 modulo n. So after solving we will get minus 2 means minus 10 plus 2 means minus 8. So minus 5 plus 2 minus 3, 0 plus 2 2, 5 plus 2 7, 10 plus 2 12, and so on. This is the residue class of 2 modulo 5, means dividing this element by modulo 5, then we will get residue class of 2, right? So each modulo means after dividing by 5 we will get remainder is 2. Suppose here 7 divided by 5 remainder is 2. Again 12 divided by 5 remainder is again 2. Next minus 3 when divided by 5, then again we will get remainder 2. This is the residue class of 2 modulo 5. Similarly we can find out other residue classes. Suppose similarly we find equivalence, a residue class of 0, which is nothing but x belongs to set of integers such that x congruent to 0 modulo 5. So here a is equal to 0 and n is equal to 5. So here I will take a is equal to 0, n is equal to 5. So we get this equation, and this equation is nothing but x belongs to set of integers such that here 5 divides x minus 0 means 5 divides x only. Alright, 5 divides x minus 0. This is nothing but x belongs to set of integers such that by the definition of divisibility, x is equal to 5 into k, where k belongs to set of integer. So varying values from integer will get set. So here if I put minus 2, then minus 10. If I put minus 1, minus 5. If I put 0, 0. Put k is equal to 1, 5. K equal to 2, then 10, and so on like this. This is the residue class of 0 modulo 5. So take value of a, which may which, if I take value of a which is 1 2 3, and then we can find easily residue class of modulo n. Let's see the theorem statement. Theorem: there are exactly n residue classes. There are exactly n residue classes modulo n. So if we have n elements, so there are total n residue classes modulo n. So for example, the set of Zn, so set of residue classes modulo n is denoted by denoted as Zn. Thus Zn is set of elements like this: 0 bar, 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, up to so on n minus 1 bar. So total there are n residue classes modulo n. So in general, in particular, if I take n is equal to 3, then what will we get? Z3 is nothing but 0 bar, 1 bar, 2 bar. So here n, so n minus 1 element are there. So Z3 has 3 residue classes modulo n. So if Z5, so n is equal to 5, then Z5 has 0 bar, 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bar. So 5 are not in the set. So 5 are means modulo 5 again 0. So again we get repetition. So we will get different. Total there are 5 residue classes modulo 5. So here total 5 residue classes. So here this is the residue classes modulo n. Next we will see binary operations on R. So let's see the definition. Binary operations. So what is meant by binary operations? So in the word binary, so binary means what? Binary means 2. So means we take 2 elements from any particular set. Then under binary operation, so you have given suppose operation which is maybe addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, or whatever may be which is defined function, or whatever may be defined. So take any 2 elements from particular set you have given, then taking operation which you have given and which forms new elements, and this element is again from given set, then we say that this is the binary operation on that set. So we'll see definition. Let R denote a set, and the mapping F from R cross R cross R to R is called binary operation on R, is called binary operation on R. Means here R denote a set, means you have given set, and mapping F from R cross R to R is called binary operation on R. So we have R cross R to R means take elements or pair AB from R cross R, and codomain is again R. If we take 2 elements from R cross R under given binary operation, means under operation suppose addition or subtraction and multiplication. Suppose I have taken set Z and I have operation addition. Then if I take 2 elements, if I take 2 elements, 2, 3 belongs to set of integer, and I have the operation addition, then 2 plus 3 which is 5, which is again belongs to set of integers, then we say that addition is an binary operation on set of integers, right? So here R denotes any set which is mapping from R cross R to R, and then is called binary operation on R. Means take any 2 elements from particular set under binary operation, whatever maybe you have given, then the which forms new elements, and these elements is again from that set, then we say that given operation is binary operation. Let's see next definition. Addition and multiplication modulo n. Addition and multiplication modulo n. Let n belong to set of natural numbers and a bar, b bar, which is residue class modulo n, belongs to set of Zn. Then the sum modulo n of two residue classes residue class A and residue class B is denoted by so residue class A addition modulo n. So addition modulo n is denoted by like this. So addition modulo n residue class B is same as residue class of A plus B. So addition of residue classes is same as A plus B of A plus B bar means a residue class of A plus B. So this is addition modulo n, and multiplication which is product. So the product modulo n of two classes residue class A and residue class B denoted by so this can be denoted by A bar. So here addition modulo n, so this is multiplication modulo n. So A bar means residue class A multiplication modulo n residue class B is same as residue class A into B. So this is modulo product means multiplication modulo n, and this is addition modulo n. Hence here addition modulo n and this is multiplication modulo n. Hence plus n is called addition modulo n. Addition modulo n and multiplication n is called multiplication modulo n. Multiplication modulo n. So let's see the examples. For example, in Z6. So here Z6. So what value of n is nothing but 6. So 3 bar addition modulo n 5 bar which is nothing but, so by using definition, so A bar means residue class A plus modulo n, residue class B is same as A plus B residue class of A plus B. So here 3 plus 5. So here addition operation means by using definition what will we get? Here 3 plus 5 modulo what? 6, right? Here modulo n operation, so or I will write it as 3 bar plus modulo 6 5 bar, right? So this can be written as 3 plus 5 bar. So 3 plus 5 bar modulo 6. So 3 plus 5 which is 8 bar modulo 6. Then if we divide 8 by 6, then remainder should be 2. So which is nothing but 2 means residue class of 2 modulo 6. Therefore here 3 plus addition modulo 5. So here 3 bar means residue class 3 plus addition modulo n, or here addition modulo 6. 5 bar is nothing but residue class of 2. And similarly take multiplication, and if 5 bar means residue class 5 into multiplication modulo 3 which is same as, so we have definition here A residue class A into residue class B is same as A into B. So here I will write 5 into 3 modulo what? 6, right? So here 5 into 3 15 modulo 6. What will we get? So 15 modulo 6 we will get 3 means here residue class 3. Therefore we say 5 bar multiplication modulo 6 3 bar which is nothing but 3. Let's see the remark. So remark, first let n belongs to set of natural numbers, then addition modulo n and multiplication modulo n are well defined. Second one, for n belongs to set of natural number, then addition modulo n and multiplication modulo n are binary operations, are binary operations on binary operations which satisfies commutative properties, are binary operations which satisfy commutative property. So here addition modulo n and multiplication modulo n are binary operations. Means what? We have given set, take any two elements and apply operations addition modulo n and or multiplication modulo n, then there which forms new element, which again in that set, then we say that addition modulo n and multiplication modulo n are binary operation on that set. So which satisfy commutative property means what? A addition modulo n plus b, so A addition modulo n b is same as b addition modulo n a. So this is commutative property. So that is, here I will take for a bar, b bar, c bar belong to Zn, then residue class A addition modulo n residue class B is equal to residue class B addition modulo n residue class A. So which is commutative property. So this is under addition modulo n. Now for multiplication modulo n we will get residue class A multiplication modulo n residue class B is same as residue class B multiplication modulo n residue class A. So next here this is commutative property. Now for associative property, what will we get? So for associative property we have three elements. So for associativity we will get a bar addition modulo n b bar plus addition modulo n c bar is equal to a bar addition modulo n b bar addition modulo n c bar. This is for addition, and for multiplication we will get residue class A multiplication modulo n b bar into multiplication modulo n c bar is same as residue class A multiplication modulo n residue class B into multiplication modulo C. So this is associativity property. And third is multiplication modulo n distributive over addition modulo n. Multiplication modulo n distributes over addition modulo n. So means multiplication modulo n satisfies distributive property. So that is, I will take three elements a bar, b bar, c bar belongs to set of with Zn. Then we will get residue class A multiplication modulo n residue class B addition modulo n c is equal to, so distributive property, residue class A into residue class B plus residue class A into residue class C. So this is distributive property. And fourth, 0 bar is the identity element for addition modulo n, and 1 bar is the identity. 1 bar is the identity element for, so 0 bar is for addition and 1 bar is for multiplication. So is the identity element for multiplication modulo n. So that is, for I will take a bar belongs to Zn, then we will get a bar addition modulo n 0 bar is equal to a bar. So 0 bar is additive identity, and for multiplicative identity we will get a bar multiplication mod n into 1 bar is equal to a bar. So here 1 bar is the multiplication mod identity, multiplicative identity. So we say that here a star b a star e is equal to a, then we say that e is identity and star is given operation. So here a plus modulo n 0 bar is equal to a, means here addition operation 0 is the additive identity and 1 is the multiplicative identity. Next, if for a bar belongs to Zn, the inverse of a bar for addition modulo n is defined by b bar belongs to Zn such that after this a bar plus modulo n b bar is equal to 0 bar, and inverse of a bar for addition modulo n is denoted by minus a bar, means after solving this we will get minus a bar. So for multiplication, so what will you get here, we denote it by, so in fact, so each a bar belongs to Zn has additive inverse which is nothing but inverse given by, so minus a bar which is nothing but n minus a bar, because here modulo n operation, so n modulo n operation n will be 0, so minus a bar is equal to minus a bar. And last property, so for a bar belongs to Zn, the inverse of a bar for multiplication modulo n is defined as b bar belongs to Zn such that a bar multiplication modulo n b bar is equal to 1 bar. So that is inverse of a bar for multiplication modulo n is denoted by a bar inverse. Therefore the inverse of a bar for multiplication modulo n may not exist. So these are properties for or remarks for addition and multiplication modulo n. Thank you.